Okay, so what we've been talking about is the different types of nuclear decay. And so I've written out all the different kinds of decay that we've talked about. There's alpha, beta, and remember, beta and electron are the same thing. Gamma is not going to change anything. You've got a neutron, a positron, and then you've got a proton. Another thing you need to remember, when you start to write it, remember that if it says that it absorbs, captures, it's the parent element. These are things that go on the left side because these are reactants. Okay, if you see something that is where it says it releases, it's formed, produced, emits, all of these things go on the right side because these are products. All right, now let's look at a reaction so you can see what I'm talking about. You've got, let's say that I have iridium 77. No, sorry. I got to change and put the mass. Iridium 192. Absorbs a proton and emits 2 beta particles. What is the new element? Okay, so here's what you're going to start with. So you're starting with iridium, and remember, this number right here is always the mass. The mass always goes on top. So you find the atomic number from the periodic table. Now, next thing, it says it absorbs. So absorbs, remember, goes on the left side. So it absorbs a proton. All right, it tells you it emits 2 beta particles. So 0, -1, plus 0, -1, plus. So we're looking for this right here. So when you're doing this, remember, each side has to equal up to the other. So I've got 192 plus 1. So this is going to have to be 193. Okay. Over here, I've got 77 plus 1, so that's 78 on this side. I'm subtracting 2 from this, so I'm going to have to go up over here. This should be 80. All right, so then I find the atomic number of which is 80 to be mercury. So this is the new element that is formed. All right, let's do another one. So let's say that carbon-14 undergoes electron capture and emits a neutron, a gamma, and a proton. What is the new element? Okay, so let's write down what we're starting with. So carbon-14, remember that 14 is is the mass, and we know that it has 6. Now here's my key of where to write it. It undergoes electron capture. So an electron capture is on the left side, so 0, -1, E. All right. It says it emits a neutron, so 1, 0, N. A gamma particle. It also emits a proton. So we need to figure out what that other thing is. So let's look at what our totals are.
Good afternoon, students.
14 and 5. So this is going to have to be 12. Okay, so sorry for the interruption. So this side is 14. This side is 5 because 6 minus 1 is 5. So this has to be 12. And then I'm adding, I need 1 over here. So this was going to have to be 4. So that would make this boron. So what you need to do is look and see if everything adds up. So I've got 14 up top. 1 plus 1 plus 12 gives me 14. So that works. And then 6 minus 1 is 5. 1 plus 4 is 5. So that works. So my new element is boron. So you've got to remember when you're doing these problems, this is the key right here. You've got to know where you're putting them, okay? You've also got to know what these different types of particles. Remember, when you're looking at a reaction, reactants are always here. Products are always here, okay? So these are going to go on this side. These are going to go on that side.